I could continue, but I am wanting to simulate. Hit save all. We're going to try to simulate this thing. So go to simulate, simulation dashboard. We're going to start verification. Now, this schematic symbol, I actually added a spice model to this thing, so that's good. The components that don't have models though are our capacitors, resistors, and connectors. So for my capacitor, let's assign automatically. Altium has this really cool thing where it will figure out what models to assign to these components.
This video is sponsored by Altium Develop. If you're doing real hardware design and you want a cleaner workflow, this lets you upload projects, review designs online, track your requirements and tasks. This is the first time I've ever seen this done this way, and keep everything in one place instead of all over the place. Check out the link below if you want to try it out.
That's why I put the values in here for like 10 microfarad, 4.02 kilo ohms, and whatnot. Let's make sure that this is giving us what we actually want. Yes, they are. We can edit the models as needed in case there's anything wrong. You can also set your initial conditions and so on and so forth. I love it. We can add a model for like J1. For the J1 model, let's set this model type. Yes. We can set it to, no, I think that's good for the model pin. No model is selected for this thing. So what we can do is set this to a capacitor. Okay. And set the initial voltage, say, to 5 volts, because that's what we'll be putting into the circuit. Okay. And then for J2, its long-standing voltage on the output can be, say, 0, for instance. So we'll set this as a capacitor. Now, why did I set these as caps? Because they can sustain an output voltage. This is the initial voltage. And let's say 0 volts. Hit OK. Next, what I'll do is add this voltage option right here. So we're going to add this voltage. I'll show you how to add a power flag too. Okay, so let's go and place power like 5 volts, this power port, by right clicking on this icon, place +5 plus or +5. Then we're going to route the connection, or wire these up, I mean. Paste ground, and that looks good. Double click on this VDC at 5 volts, and let's look at the properties for this thing. We'll close the other panels. Okay, so under simulation dashboard, we have preparation. Preparation says that for our V question mark, is it giving us the proper DC source? And it checks out. You can add more simulation sources like voltage or current. DC 5 means you're giving 5 volts DC. Okay. Another thing I want to do is add a load resistor to this. So how would I do that? I can honestly just copy this one. It's 4.02 and drop it here. Then the low resistance, the output voltage is supposed to be 2.5 volts, pulling 1.5 amps. What I'm going to do is set this to be a 1.6 ohm resistor, because yeah, 2.5 volts divided by 1.5 amps gives us 1.6. So we'll then make the wired connection. I won't do that. I will wire this directly to the ground symbol. All right, with that being done, let's do our new reference designators. Go to Tools, Annotation, Annotate Schematic quietly. Now we got our V1 and our R3, which we'll delete eventually. So let's go to simulation dashboard. Verification, our models are good. Let's edit the model for that resistor and make sure this is 1.6 ohms for this resistor. Just to make sure, I'm going to delete that resistor. And let's go to panels, components, look for a resistor. I can even place a generic resistor. Double click on it to change the value to 1.6 ohms. Hit TAU on your keyboard as a quick way to annotate your schematic symbols. Go to simulation dashboard. It's complaining about the R3. We'll add a model and it'll be the resistor model, 1.6 ohms. That's fine. That checks out. We have our preparation done. Maybe we want voltage probe. So let's click add and get the voltage probe on the input voltage. Drag it onto the wire and then an output voltage, V out. We have Vin and Vout. For Vin, I'll change the color to yellow. For Vout, change it to red. Save all. Now we are ready to analyze this and run. Go to transient, start from 0, and say, 20 milliseconds, for instance, with a step size of 0.1 millisecond. Hit run and then see what the results look like. Now looking at my simulation, I'm getting 0 on my output voltage. What could be the problem? There's a little mistake I made, a huge mistake. This 5 volts isn't going anywhere. So we're going to copy this 5 volt symbol and Control V to paste it. Now make the wire connection and then we should expect to see something on the output. Hit save all. This SDF simulation results and simulation config get saved. That's fine. Let's go back to simulation dashboard and run again. I'll run from 0 to 1 second, 0.1 millisecond step. Hit run. There we go. Our input voltage, which is in yellow, I'll click on here, is at 5 volts. If I scroll up, it highlights my V out, which is at 1.5 volts on my output. That's interesting. I would expect that to be higher on the output, but it could be the adjustment made on the resistor network. In any case, the simulation works and we can make changes as needed. All right, so with this, I'm going to get rid of my voltage source and also this generic resistor, since we won't need those. And then with simulation finished, I'll go and start getting into PCB layout.
Next, I'll show you how to push this schematic into PCB layout in Altium.